Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I bring you a story about Lytutien and Jack. The story does not begin loudly, does not start with grand events, but unfolds quietly, gently, on an afternoon that seems very ordinary, yet carries emotions that are hard to name. The late sunlight slips through a small window, shining into a simple room, where Tien and Jack continue walking together on their unsteady journey. Their life at this moment no longer holds the luxury they once dreamed of, no longer filled with the bright visions they once imagined. Instead, it is made up of long days, filled with effort, and worries that never truly disappear. Their meals are not elaborate, not plentiful, just enough to eat, yet filled with warmth, of two people trying to hold on to each other in a life full of changes. Their evenings have no dazzling lights, no noisy gatherings, only the two of them, sitting side by side, sharing small stories of the day, and quietly listening to each other, as a way to give one another strength. The worries are still there, the pressures have not faded, but through it all, they still choose to stay together, choose to hold hands, and move forward day by day, slowly, but surely. And then, among those seemingly repetitive days, an unexpected moment appears. No warning, no sign, just a gentle knock on the door, yet enough to make the space pause. The door opens, and standing before them is someone not unfamiliar. Toan, along with Diem. In that moment, no one speaks immediately, as if everyone needs a moment to realize that this is not a dream. Tien stands still, a trace of surprise in her eyes, not because the person before her is a stranger, but because he is too familiar. Familiar enough that just one glance brings back so many things that once existed in the past. Toan, that man, once appeared in her life, quietly, without show, but always somewhere very close. He once watched over her, without saying too much, yet his care was always present in small actions. He once wished to stay by her side, not with grand promises, but with sincerity, simple, yet deep. But life does not always follow one path. In the end, the one Tien chose was still Jack. A choice, not easy, but one she believed in. And what is most valuable is how Toan accepted that. No resentment, no blame, no lingering regret that would make things heavy. He simply smiled, a smile enough for others to understand that he had truly let go. He gave her his blessing, sincerely, without force, without pretense. And then, he quietly stepped back, like someone who understands clearly his place in another person's story. Time silently passed, bringing changes that sometimes no one notices right away. Life goes on, each person walking their own path, but memories remain somewhere, not gone, only kept. Then one day, Toan met Diem. A girl, not loud, not outstanding in a crowd, but carrying a gentle charm of her own. Diem does not try to be someone else, does not need to be perfect. She is simply herself. Someone who knows how to listen, to understand, and to make another person feel at peace beside her. She does not ask too much about the past, does not force Toan to revisit what has already gone, but gently stays beside him with her sincerity. And perhaps it is that gentleness that gradually opens Toan's heart, not as a replacement, not as forgetting, but as learning to move forward. They come together, quietly, without grand announcements, without needing to prove anything to anyone. Simply, two people finding harmony amid the chaos of life. Their relationship is not rushed, not hurried, but built little by little, from trust and understanding. Steady, just as both of them have always wanted. And because of that, their appearance that afternoon is not just a simple visit, but also a continuation of relationships that once existed and are still being preserved in their own unique way. No one says it out loud, but everyone can feel that between them there are no longer unspoken distances, no unfinished matters. Only a sense of calm and something very light, yet very deep, in each person's heart. And today, they stand at Tienne's doorstep, in a moment that seems so simple, yet carries more meaning than anyone could ever put into words. No longer a chance encounter, not an unexpected visit, but a presence that has been prepared, carefully considered, and carries something very clear. They came not to bring back old memories, not to revisit what once happened, and certainly not to make anyone feel awkward or uneasy, but to bring good news. A piece of good news, enough to make all the past distance feel lighter. The wedding invitation, carefully taken out by Toan, handed over with both hands. A small gesture, yet filled with respect. Not out of formality, but a way for him to show that this invitation is sincere. Tienne receives the card, gently, the way she always faces life. Not rushed, not impulsive, but enough to truly feel. In that moment, time seems to slow down. We're getting married soon. Toan's words are spoken softly, without emphasis, simply, like a quiet announcement, yet enough to make the space fall silent for a few seconds. Not because it is surprising, but because, within that sentence, lies an entire journey. A journey from things left unfinished to something more complete. Tienne looks at the card in her hand. Her gaze lingers, just slightly, almost unnoticeable, yet still felt. Not regret, not confusion, but a vague feeling between the past and the present. Then she looks up and smiles. That smile is not forced, not reluctant, but sincere, from the heart. Congratulations to both of you. Her words, soft, yet complete. No need for anything more, to understand that she is truly happy for them. Because more than anyone, Tienne understand that everyone deserves their own happiness. And if her path was not meant to end with Toan, then him finding someone more suitable is something to cherish. Standing beside her, Jack remains silent. He does not interrupt, does not add anything, only quietly observes. His eyes hold no caution, no trace of discomfort, only calmness and depth. Hè quát tự tiên. The way she receives the card, the way she smiles, and offers her blessing. Everything feels natural, just as it should be. And then, without saying much, Jack gently takes Tien's hand. A very light touch, not tight, not showy, but enough to convey a feeling. Warmth, stability, and trust. That handhold is not to hold her back, not to prove anything to anyone, but simply a way of telling her that he is still here, right beside her, not leaving. No promises needed, no explanations required, just a small action is enough to understand. In that moment, there is no jealousy, no comparison, no negative thoughts passing through the mind. Only understanding, a kind of understanding built over time, through all the hardships they have faced together. Jack understands. The past cannot be changed. The lighting, not too dazzling, but enough to highlight every moment. The music, played slowly, melodiously, as if guiding the emotions of everyone present, flowing with every step. Smiles were everywhere, familiar or not, everyone could feel the happiness spreading through the air. And then, at the center of it all, Toan appeared. In a well-fitted suit, tailored perfectly. Each step he took, not hurried, but decisive. No longer the man who once stood quietly behind. No longer the one who only cared in silence. Now, he stood there, in a completely different role. Beside him was Diem, in a white wedding dress, pure, as gentle as she is. Her steps, slow, yet steady, her gaze unwavering, filled only with peace. They walked together, side by side, under the eyes of everyone. No need to show too much, just one glance exchanged was enough to understand how happy they were. A happiness, not loud, not showy, but complete. Complete in every moment, complete in every look, and complete in the way they held each other's hands, without letting go. Below, among the neatly arranged rows of seats, Tutien sat quietly. She looked ahead, not missing a single moment. Her eyes followed their steps, their smiles, the blessings echoing around. Then, in a very subtle moment, her gaze softened. Not obvious, not easily noticed, but enough for her to feel. It was not regret, nor was it remorse. She did not return to the past, did not ask what if. Just a very light feeling, a fleeting ache, passing by. Because somewhere in her heart, she once had a dream. A simple dream, very much like the scene before her. One day, wearing a wedding dress, walking under the lights, holding the hand of the one she loves, moving forward, with everyone's blessings. A dream, not extravagant, yet still out of reach. At this moment, it remained far away, as distant as the gap between what they have now and what they hope for. Jack sat beside her. He did not turn to ask, did not speak, did not try to pull her away from her thoughts, because he understood, not through words, but through everything they had been through together. He understood that what she felt now was not deep sorrow, but a very small feeling, yet very real. Gently, he reached out and held her hand. A familiar touch, yet never meaningless. He squeezed lightly, not too tight, but enough for her to feel. Tutien. His voice came softly, not loud, Not rushed, just a call, filled with care. I know. He paused, as if choosing his words carefully. I haven't been able to give you a wedding like this. Not insecurity, not an apology, but an honest acknowledgement. Straightforward and sincere. But I promise. That sentence did not need to be long, yet carried so much within. After we get through everything, after things become stable. He did not define everything, but both of them understood the struggles they were facing, the unstable days, the challenges still ahead. I will make it up to you. Not just words, not an easy promise, but something he truly intended to do. I will give you a wedding. It doesn't have to be the grandest, but it will be the happiest. No need to compare, no need to resemble anyone else. As long as it is theirs, as long as it is sincere. And he looked at her, without hesitation, will love you for the rest of my life. Simple words, not elaborate, not ornate, but enough to touch the deepest place in the heart. Tienne turned to him. Their eyes met, in a quiet moment, amid the lights and sounds. She did not cry. No tears fell. Only a smile, very gentle, yet the most genuine smile. A smile that needed no disguise. She nodded slightly, saying nothing more, because to her, at that moment, words were no longer necessary. Because what matters most is not a ceremony, not a wedding dress, not the lights or the blessings, but the person sitting beside her, the one holding her hand and not letting go. Far away, on the stage, Toan and Diem shared a kiss. A moment, marking a new beginning, a new chapter, opening for them. And here, amid unfinished struggles, amid everything still incomplete, Jack and Tienne continue walking, not rushed, not giving up. Their path is not perfect, not smooth, but filled with sincerity. And that alone makes everything complete. Because they believe, even if it takes longer, even if they must face more trials, one day, when all storms are behind them, they too will have their own ending. An ending that doesn't need to be like anyone else's, but still beautiful in their own way.
Xin chào tất cả mọi người đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Hôm nay thì mình tiếp tục đưa đến với mọi người video về câu chuyện của Tien và Giác nha mọi người. Tử Tiên và Giác đang tham dự đám cưới của Toan và Tử Diễm nha mọi người. Mong rằng mọi người sẽ theo dõi và ủng hộ cho kênh mình nhiều hơn nữa. Cảm ơn mọi người rất nhiều. Bây giờ thì mình đang chỉnh sửa các bước cuối cùng của video, sau đó mình sẽ đăng tải nha. Mình còn làm ảnh khung nữa.